moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai
arrest. Let's go to the next point. So what are they doing with this money? It's way down. That's why I say arrest is a slogan. Arrest is not a priority. Julius, your question carried me almost to the last. I want you to go to the budget, right? In the budget narrative says that you have $281 million that goes to public sector investment. Let me explain that. The budget is divided in terms of expenditure, is divided into two. One goes to what we call recurring. Recurring means every day, like you got to eat. So like in your house, every day you got to eat. It's a recurring thing. That one that you can't avoid. You get out the next day you eat. You get out the next day you eat. So when you plan in your budget, the first thing you plan from your salary, that home maintenance, that the food in the home, that the first thing you plan for. You can't plan for building her first. When you take out the food money, you know, the children money, hospital money, when you take out all of those, the one that remain, they tell you why they want here, let's post on that because we want buy land or will pay us. So that recurrent expenditure of the budget this year is on the core revenue, which means all the money the government will collect, they are putting all to just to run the government. Because government collecting almost $927 million.
When I had the deputy minister here last week, I asked him why did the recurring expenditure go so high?
In fact, the current recurring expenditure is more than last year's budget. Last year's budget was $880 million. This year's recurring expenditure is somewhere $920 or $930 million.
In the draft budget for 2026. Yeah.
Yes. Now, so we are going back to the days of Madam Sadi. We are going back to the reason why we did harmonization. Government was collecting money, United Party government was collecting money, get it in the end. They were depending on the partners to develop the country. That's why we had Ome Quick Impact Project in this country. We had the UNDP projects that we did. We had the Lace World Bank project and all over. Today, we have gone back to that because all the core revenue that have been collected is going towards running the government. That is the reason why they took all the money and pulled it. That's why I tell you there is no $1.2 billion budget. They took all the money and pulled it to hand to mock, just to get each buy scratch car, increase salaries and buy do allowances for people.
They gotta pay that too.
Then one of the things they did, I don't know whether Josiah Joker have read the budget. He's just coming back. I hope he will read the budget. We used to have what we call consultancy. They canceled that. They say, yeah, we were spending $6 million on consultancy. There is a line in the budget now they call other compensation. It's $26 million. How do you run a country like that when you say we're not doing good?
You asked for $6 million for
consultancy. And the reason we had no consultancy, there were some people who were old beyond the age limit to work and get on government payroll. They were cleaning the city hall. They were cleaning the mansion. So we put them on consultancy because they passed the pension age. But they got to get that daily bread. When you put their name on the payroll will reject them because the payroll is automatic, it's set up. So we put them on a consultancy to clean the street, to clean the mansion, clean places, to pay them. They came and said, no, it was wrong. So they created a new line, $26 million.
And one of the very sticky issues from elections up to present has been the issue of compensation in government. It was too high that your government carried up, I think, to out of $296 million or over 300 million.
No, we left it at 297 million.
Now, in this draft budget, it has gone up to, I think,
329 million. If you put the 26 million there, you're talking almost 350 or plus million dollars for compensation.
What could be responsible for that increase?
Because they're employing more in government. They let me tell you, go to the Minister of Finance. I didn't say it. You saw on the website, Minister of Finance recruited what we call technical focus person. You think where they're paying those people from? They're paying them from other compensation. They employ United Party partisans all over in government. They call them interims. The money is going there. So the whole budget. So what I'm saying is, the reason we're going back to the pre-harmonization day is that all the core revenue that is being collected is going to get our mouth, get for eating, salaries, compensation, goods and services. The 200, and this is the risky part. The 200 million that Aslam Meta, or we praying for manna to fall from heaven, that the 200 million they align to projects. And you know what the danger about this? Public sector investment project, when the government pays, salary is paid, maybe 350% gas pay, and the benefit from 70% gas pay, 70,000% gas pay. When you multiply that by 5, it's about 350,000 people benefit every month when government takes pay. The rest of the people don't benefit from the budget. The only way they benefit from the budget is to do projects. When you do projects, it delivers. The project not just pay them, but it also delivers the government agenda. That's why I told you arrest is a fiasco, a slogan, and it is not a priority.
Why?
Because if you look at public sector investment that's supposed to deliver the arrest agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you pull it to contingent revenue. If those revenue does not come, you will implement arrest. You talk about the list. Go to the list for the public sector investment, 200 million for Aslam Meta. Give more at least 6 million. Give agriculture 4.5 million. That's there where all the money going.
The entire agriculture sector is 30 million plus.
Yeah, 30 million compensation. They are talking about public sector investment. So you see that the government is saying arrest is our priority, but they are saying, no, you know what? Let's eat first before we even start doing arrest, because let's divide the real money we're supposed to get. And I told you that. It means that the government is our father, our parent. They are telling us, the common citizen, you know what? The 3 cups of rice we cook, we'll eat it as parent first. The one the neighbors will give us, that the one you will eat. The neighbors are the World Bank and other people. So the money the World Bank will give, the money Aslam Meta will go, that's what they will use for project to do. They say 50 million for electricity. If Mesla doesn't give that money, they will give 50 million for electricity? No. Both waters are roll 50 million from the Aslam Meta money. So is arrest a priority, Julius? Anything that's a priority in your home when you take your salary, that the first place you put it, right? So why would the government say arrest is a priority? They collect core revenue and eat it, and they're waiting for manna to fall from heaven.
So the
entire $281 million,
the core revenue that could be generated is over 900 million. Is the government able to generate that, given what the LRA stats say?
Well, given what LRA stats says, I can reach that by 15%, because I still have not seen, because that now some more $1 million, you are including the donors' money. Yes, the donors' support will come in, but I can reach that by another maybe 15, 20 million. Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means they cannot get that, because if you even check in the budget, if I even go and really get fish in the budget, you will realize that there's oil black deals.
Mm-hmm.
Signature bonuses are inside there. They're hiding somewhere inside there. If those oil blacks are not signed, the lawmakers are already complaining about some of them. If they are not signed, they will not come. So I can still raise that 900 some more million. I can still raise it by another 15, 20 million. So we don't have a $1.2 billion budget. Our economy, our revenue generation capacity cannot even give us $950 million without the partners giving us money. So the government is just deceiving herself, and a showmanship just to be able to tell the Liberian people that they are working. Let me tell you something.
All right. Okay. Another wonderful time. Again, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, we want to use this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you under the Palava Hut. As usual, we ask that you do us a favor, and that favor that we require of you is to hit for us the share button. Hit us the share button. In whatever room that you can hit the share button in, hit it in the room. Whoever you can share it with, share it with them. Whoever that you can tag, tag them and tell them we are here. Tell them that we are here. Again, we want to say welcome to all of you. We do appreciate you, and let us all have a wonderful time. Let's go to our live feed as we welcome some of our people that have joined us. Because of technology from our end, we're doing so many things. So right now, we are trying to get. All right. So right now, we're trying to share too from our own end, and we appeal to you that you also do the same. We appeal to you that you do the same. So many things have been happening. The others will join us. Our panelists will join us. I'm sorry today, kind of a bit busy, but our panelists will join us. So many things are happening in Liberia that is not palatable, that is not fine, that the news is not something that we can brag or boast about. But again, like I always tell people, we have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to ensure that we inform our people about what is happening back home. That's our responsibility to inform them. Sometimes it's difficult to break the news or to give the news. Sometimes it is worrisome to give the news. Sometimes it is exciting. It comes with mixed feelings and mixed reaction. But again, all we can do is to tell our people how it is. And I always take cue from the Bible, from a prophet. There is a prophet in the Bible by the name of Jeremiah. God told him that I have made you to be a watchman. I have chosen you. And he said, God, as small as I am, you've chosen me, that I can't even talk and blah, blah, blah. God said, I have chosen you. He also said to, Elijah, Elijah or so, I have made you to be a watchman over the city, over the people of Israel. Your responsibility is to give them the information. Tell them what I say. If you do not tell them about my word or about the warning to them, if anything happens to them, I will hold you responsible because you refuse to tell them. But if you tell them and they refuse to listen and anything happens to them, I will not hold you responsible. I will hold them responsible. And this is what we've been doing from day one. Today, we are not excited when we see the government treating our people as if they are foreigners in their own land. We are not happy. Today, we are not excited to see our people, fellow Liberians, to see our people in their own home, on their own land, that they pay their hard-earned money for, that they are displayed, sleeping in cars, sleeping on the streets. We are not excited. But again, we've played our part and will continue to play our part. Because everything that is going on today, fellow Liberians, you were warned. We told you we did not mince our words. We told you of the consequences of your vote. We told you of the repercussion of the vote. You see, we always say this, and sometimes people overlook it. That small paper that the people can give you, they say, this is your ballot box, go and vote. That small paper contains plenty things. It contains plenty things. That small paper they will give you and say, go cast your vote. On it, you get the lives of your family members. On it, you get the progress or the setback of the nation. On that small paper where they gave you as a ballot box, a ballot paper, you get your own life on that paper. That paper could either be your death warrant or your ticket to progress and prosperity. I remember when I was voting that day, I took the ballot paper and I said a very small prayer in the room that I was in. I said, Father, this is the ballot paper that will determine how my country go for the next 6 years. How my children are going to be for the next 6 years, whether I like it or not. How I am also going to be for the next 6 years. I invoked your presence on this paper, and let this paper serve as a living witness that I am obeying your word to vote for the one whom you have given me the knowledge, the vision to vote for. And when I took that paper, and when I marked His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah, then I pray, I say, God, I have fulfilled what you told me to do. It is up to you, Lord, to ensure that your will is done. But whatever it is, Father, I have played my part. Here am I. And then I drop it in there. Somebody was behind me. I was like, but what happened? Are you taking long so? Are you taking long? And I put my head to the door. I say, this is my future. This is my children's future. This is my life. This is my children's life. I'm not in no hurry. And then everybody burst out laughing. They burst out laughing. And I meant it because it is my life. Today, we are seeing the repercussion of our votes. The paper that you overload and somebody say, oh, man, don't worry, I will give you $10 account. The $10 today, you are seeing the result of the $10. Oh, my man, can I go drink one bottle of beer? Let me samba. Then we go vote. The one bottle of beer that you drank yesterday, today you are seeing the action. Oh, my man, let go. The other man, they play, man, the man can rescue or the man get some kind of bag of red. Let go collect it. The bag of red that you ate yesterday, the result of what you're reaping today. Whatsoever a man sow, that what he will reap. And that's what we are reaping today. On this note, fellow Liberians, I want to welcome my brother, the panelist on this platform, my own brother Leo Montgomery. My brother Leo, you are welcome. Let me
Thank you.
just warn somebody here. Williams K. McDavis. On this platform, you can disagree with us. But what we don't take on this platform is that 4-letter word. So what I'm going to do, maybe you do not know. So I am
we
going
don't
to
take
delete
insults.
this particular comment. I'm going to delete it because on here is a place of discipline. I know some of you, you left the parent training room, and when you come on the street, because the Facebook is a street, you come on the street, you want to bring your parent to public disrepute. We will not allow you to disgrace your parent. No, because we know they put good training in you. So we'll delete the comment. When you read nonsense the next time, we'll block you. That's what we'll do. So I hope you take note and govern yourself. You can disagree with us, but we are lying. We are this. Yes, you can disagree. because we get people who are watching the show. Ministers are on here and etc. So we don't use this place here. They play in that place where you can use any invectives. You know where to go to use those invectives. Thank you. My brother Leo, it's over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Prince. Thank you. I was watching, and like you were saying, man, election has consequences. You just reminded me of one of my first time voting right here in the States. My first opportunity voting here in the States, and I came from a heavy training. I wouldn't go into detail with that training, but I came from a heavy training, knowing I had the opportunity to vote here for the first time. Prince, the joy that I because that opened a lot of doors to bring family here, just the legality that kind of that set up for me. Yeah, so I've never had the opportunity really to vote in Liberia. Let me just say that. I know it's a shame, but coming up here is going to happen soon. But the kind of joy, and when you are voting, you are in a booth. It's your decision making moments right then and there. That's why when we talk about our people, when we try to teach, sometimes about a year ago, I got with the Ochavis Gamer and we were talking about voters education, Prince. And this is one thing that our people need seriously, like yesterday. Voters education. When you are going to the ballot box, when you get into that booth, it is between you and your future. I don't know if Prince, you can hear me.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. It is between you and your future. Whatever decision you make at that time determine how your future is going to be shaped. You understand? So I like this fact that I met you doing, where I saw you speaking about this election, and how your personal story is very touching. And these are things I think we should speak often more on, because our people, once you get them corporates, it's easy for them to sell their future away, So I look forward to a very good show. I'm already excited. Just where I met you, I'm already on the front line. So let me say welcome to my brother Detroit, my man.
Yes,
the original Ranger. I see you, brother. Happy.
Yes, salute to you.
Yeah.
Salute to you, to the follower, respect to the follower, to the CEO, honor the Palava Hub, Mr. Sherry. Yeah. Salute to all of you. I saw your program today. You brought everybody. I watched you on King's FM. So salute to everybody, to the follower. Please help to share the video. Sharing is free.
Share the show.
Sure, definitely. Thank you so very kindly. So I want to start with the very first thing. My brother, the nation is bleeding. Our people are crying. Monrovia is like, it can be compared to that of, for example, abroad. When you tell your parents that I'm traveling abroad, once you tell the people that you are going abroad, everybody excited, because they believe that your presence abroad will bring some level of relief to them. It will open the doors not only to you, but to so many other family members that are connected to you. So when you are coming abroad, the people will go to the airport, they will cry, tears of joy. Some of them, they're missing you, and etc., etc. And when you step in, or when you step in this diaspora here, the expectation of the people back home become very high. And one human being that here, directly or indirectly, is responsible for 100 human beings back home. One person that in the country, in the America, or wherever the place is, whether China, America, Great Britain, or whatever, one person here, one Liberian here, is responsible for about 100 Liberians back home, economically, etc., etc. It is the same way like Monrovia. When people are leaving from in the interior to come to Monrovia, people can be happy. Some family member can kick out, because there are people in that country, they never see that thing they call Monrovia, or that place they call Monrovia. They never see Ducor. They never see it. So when their children are coming to Monrovia, they see it as an opportunity for the family People celebrate, they dance, they call party. I watch some going to Morovia because they see Morovia as the gateway to the opportunity for the family. Once your son in Morovia, my son in a Morovia there. Even when the son say, "Call me color for you," you happy? You say, "Yeah, my son there." So when the son come and hustle, any little negative or any little impact negatively that will affect him, and not only affecting him, that whole village where the last time they were having party, they say, "I was son coming to Morovia," they are also affected. Fast forward, people migrated to Morovia during the war. Some people they remained there. They hustle hard in the midst of difficulties. Liberia is a nation where the unemployment rate is about 60%. 60% unemployment rate. Our people are highly employed. So for you to even see somebody with something, it means they gotta hustle. They will beg, they hustle, they fall down, they get up, they wake up, they do this before they put it together. These people struggle and try and hustle for their little money. And at the end of the day, they decided to say, "All the money, what we get, what we do, we'll be able to at least put something down for we and our children. So that at least at the end of the day, it will help us." Some of these people, they hustle for those properties, they hustle for those money during the most lucrative days of their life. Now they are old. Imagine somebody bought a property in 1980. Now, in 2026. That man is about 65 years old. He boom, everything shaking in him now. He didn't go to steal that land, he bought it from somebody. And at the end of the day, my brother, somebody came and said, "The whole land here is for me." After that person had been there since 1960 or 1970, somebody came and said, "The whole land for me." Wake you up in the morning, 4 o'clock, while you sleep, stay in your eye, you come in Osa. Put the paper here. That go Osa, you go, you're breaking it down. I want to play a video, and I will start from our brother Jake. I want to play this video. But before that, I want to say welcome to our brother Frank. Honorable Frank, how are you, Chief? Welcome, sir.
I'm doing good.
Welcome, Frank.
I'm doing good.
So I'm going to play this video. It's a 4-minute video, and I want us to listen because this is going to be our first analysis here.
Life. Every year the money. So the property our parents buy for us. Since the 80s, every number, I mistaken yesterday, every number use the government of Liberia because he have money. He paid them yesterday. They keep with fake documents and they tormented us. They put on pressure and tension on our head and they broke the place yesterday. And this morning he calling people to come and put their name down. Saying because we're going to ask stubborn that why he came yesterday, we're authority to break the place down. So tell me, is it a country we in or where are we? It is a country that anybody can use. Any law enforcement officer gave them money and said, "Go and do this." People say from the court, they came with fake documents. You came as sheriff from the court. You know, even came with the court ruling. But you wouldn't keep to implement. You say you keep to implement because we don't have money. You think money now out to end, so there will be no justice in Liberia because every justice got money. Every number he got money, so you can just take anybody from anywhere at any time. Instead of Liberia, we find ourselves in every number. Is that how you are? That you not sitting there, you just came yesterday morning on news to everybody, and you start breaking our places down. And now you coming in, telling people say they should come and write their name because the people are going to ask someone yesterday. Let me hear my 3 children. Let my daughter sitting here. Let my son recalling me. My son in general. He is too afraid. He's also going from school this year. I'm a single parent. I'm paying my son speaking from day 1 up to.
I want to stop here. The story is sorrowful. It's pitiful. It's taking tears from people's eyes. That is just one portion of the story. But let's hear from you. With all of these demolition exercises that is going around, Morovia, especially Morovia, somebody will say the center of excellence, where family people send their children. The woman will sell a whole goat, the cow, and say, my son, go to Morovia. I know you will succeed. The Morovia that people think that, yes, my child will come here, he will do something. Look at these things that are happening. People left from different places and come and settle down there. They bought those places with their hard-earned money. Today, somebody is claiming that entire place, knocked their door early in the morning, get outside, and broke the property. And when you look at the eviction, it did not say break down property, evict them, take possession. But today, they went and broke the whole thing down. Let's hear from you. What are you seeing? Is this a representation of a good government towards our people? Does this show that this government care about the people? Can this government do something, or could this government do something to avert what is going on? Let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, to the followers and my brother Frank and Leo, salute to everybody on the platform. You help to share our video, please. Prince, I see it from day one. I'm sorry to lie, but a little bit pitiful. But listen, the writing is on the wall here. I don't know how the followers of the Liberian people is glaring now, 3 years now. We're in February. We soon come to March. Then from there, April is a rainy season. So you will know if these people will deliver. They will never deliver. It just brought hardship. Let me tell you something. There is a result. I will tell you this. I'll be honest here on the platform. Prince Johnson caused all the calamity on the Republic of Liberia. Like what today is no more. And the fact you're lucky. You think you're, let me ask you a question. When I sit down on the platform and think about the Basel, I'm a different traditional male. Prince Johnson died to never see this kind of thing. You think Prince Johnson just died at that? The men that have money, he have everything to God know why he told Prince Johnson out of the air fear. Let me tell you, Prince Johnson was so evil. Disregard the past of the Liberian Civil War. I'm not talking about the Liberian Civil War. Prince Johnson wholeheartedly delivered and stole the election. The election was stolen. This election was stolen. Reality. Malcolm McCarthy, the former ambassador to Liberia, is a Republican. Although they stole that election, you were part of the NEC. You were on the ground, Prince. You visited the country. Let me put a question to people here tonight. Let me take on that political hat. Who won the first round of the election? That's a question I asked. Everybody, who won the first round of the election? The only thing, because Joria never had a 50 plus. He won the election. He won the first round of the election. You made a particular survey in the country that win the first round of the election. If you even not meet the 51, you're bound to win the second round because that one-on-one now. That's where Amara Kone were crying in the data room there. If you ask Amara name for real one-on-one as a Muslim, faithful Muslim that believe in the Quran, a case the Quran, Amara will tell you the fact here. They saw the election, all that data room so that was just lie. The foul play happened in Nima County because Prince Johnson wanted for Jeremiah to become vice president to Joseph Boakai because Prince Johnson believed that Boakai will not stay all the years in power. Even the Henry Kosa, he said Joseph Boakai will not even make it to 20. That why he saw him crying. That while Jeremiah Kosa Boyo, he selling him on part because he knew the medical record. So the country is doomed. When I told you when the initial said the thing coming to pass now, I said the people have been blackballed. They have been blackballed. The United Party that enters, they are naked. They wouldn't bring suffering on the Liberian people. They can deliver. They will bring total suffering on the Liberian people. The president not seeing the president is surrogate. They're not seeing vision. The visionless. So like something cover the eye. And let me tell you something. The government, the ruling this, let's say it's a spiritual ring that you're not seeing. How the people that were protecting themselves at the some people, they're making a lot of mistakes in 3 years now. Nothing tangible in the country. Breaking down what? You don't even have money. You don't even have money yourself. When you're breaking down all the structure that around the world, you come in like Dubai in less than about 3 years. You can even complete project. You don't have project.
So if I would play the advocate role here, if I would just try to, somebody say the devil advocate, I let you say the advocate role, to just ask you before we go to our brother Leo and come to our brother Frank. The land that the people are possessing, that people want to learn. They got to vacate the land. Whether people being on there, whether they coming base cash people or not, but the people got to leave. How do you respond to that?
But wait, let me ask you a question. You think that at the first time anything happening? They see the land being the dispute of the land. You think it happening? You think that Joseph Boakai started on? It never on. It started on early. Then it passed to George. These are leaders. I said, no, we're not here for that too. We're not here for it. It's not thank God you're not on George, we are watch. You're not on George, we are watch. Let me tell you something. If they want to develop, let me remind follow the quick to forget. I will tell them you will go to video. You remember when George wanted to fix the road around that rail bell? That rail going to Uminka and all that area. What the same United Party say? They were hindering that particular project because you were wanting to build road. They car, all kind of statement, the market them shouldn't leave, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they here now. Later here, but I would say a raw year. Yeah, you know why I don't blame the Liberian people? Because the election was so long. That the reality, you take it or not. 100%, it was so long.
Thank you so much. Let's go to our brother Leo. My brother Leo, the entire Morovia is crying. And when Morovia is crying, Liberia is crying. Let's hear from you with all this domination exercise that is going on. And the president have not even come up to encourage. Let's even agree these people are occupying other people's land. But this man have not come up to offer a word of encouragement while his people are crying. Let's hear from you. What do you think of this?
Prince, again, let me say good evening to our listening audience. Prince, our country is in deep crisis. Like I said earlier on, the last time I ever saw our country in this state was 1990, when people were running helter-skelter, trying to find children, mother getting missing from children getting missing from mothers, properties were missing all over, rebels, I mean, you name it. The whole city was chaotic. But Prince, what this says to me, we Liberians, to some extent, we are not transgenerational thinkers. And what that means is, our man comes and lives his life after he's dead and gone, that legacy is out. Let me just go a little deeper here. Prince, do you know why we treasure gifts from our parents? I mean, my colleagues here, you treasure it because you want that lineage. That treasure, you want to hold on to it because it's a powerful tool, it's a powerful gift. You want to have it as a point of reference. So I tell you something, my biological mother is from Sierra Leone. I happened to go to Sierra Leone for the first time about 2 years ago. In Sierra Leone, the town my mother is from, she gave me this document and said, oh, you got a land. Vast land. That land, my mother is in her 70s, beautiful mom, lovely mother. I wasn't born when that land was allocated to. The point I'm making, because of the value that my mother said, you know what? This land belonged to my son. Other family members started protecting that land. Now, fast forward, when Ghana Civil War, here I am. I go back for the first time the land, stay there, of course, we're cutting grass, putting cornerstone, all of that. Where am I going with this? Most of the people you are crying today for the property, those were properties that the parents high-end money, blood, tears, and sweat, they looked at for. And on the deathbed, they call the daughter, please, let the paper, man, what the paper for? It's a land deed. You give it to your child treasure it. Live on the land. with the hope that they can pass it on to their children. And somebody want to come and tell me in a space of development and you just get rid of somebody's treasure. Prince, you know that in itself is a swear on the land. Nothing good you can build on that land that will be prosperous. I can tell y'all, I learn to be spiritual sometimes. Now, Prince, let's say hypothetically, the government wants this land. You want to take the land from the people. What's the best thing to do? Preparation. Or government have failed to prepare, they will always fail to succeed in anything. Prince, this didn't just started. The writing was on the wall, like my brother Jake said. Our government or JMB should know that, okay, these guys are coming for the land. What you do for 1,000+ people, prepare them, resettle them, relocate them, and these guys can come and take the land, but you cannot sit. That's why I asked earlier on today, my brother Frank, rather, how can our president sleep at night? How can he sleep knowing that there are thousands of Liberians finding place to sleep? Children are being separated from their mothers. Frank, the fathers are saying to the children, oh, you go spend time to enter taking this once. And at the end of the day, parents the whole country is chaotic. A government that failed to plan will always plan to fail. You did not prepare nowhere for the people. And the final story now, before I submit here, Prince, this whole area guy.
So let's come inside. Mama, how are you?
Eric is working for some Lebanese folks. This land that was taken from the people, we are getting background information that Eric was taking the Lebanese money and saying that he was going to sell land to them. Come to find out, these are the lands. But thank you, Prince. I submit.
Thank you so much. Before we go to our brother Frank, I want to play this here, my people. Y'all look at these people in their own home, a land that they purchase.
Wow. So let's come inside. Mama, how are you?
Frank comes.
Who the little boy sleeping behind there?
My grandson.
The baby said they carry the other children. Some people carry they help me to carry the other 3 children. Young baby, the man your pass or she was here, but one would lazy me carry baby. We keep 5 o'clock Saturday, they working on us. And the greater was beyond that. I say, you coming outside and hear your people here. All our thing and the economy, they rap through everything on it. So I was surprised. We know. See the thing happen with them calling for help, calling Boakai, for all the.
But Boakai didn't tell you to come here.
Yeah.
With the paperwork, how did you get this land?
My husband talking now.
Oh, that's your husband there.
Yeah. Nobody said anything happened. No help. Every day they coming. Explain part of Babu told you can't see nothing. We help you. They said they were bringing tarpaulin. Say yesterday we don't see them.
They were bringing tarpaulin.
Yes.
But why would they bring tarpaulin on the same spot that is now been taken by whoever?
Let me stop this here. Then we'll go to our brother Frank. My brother Frank, you are seeing all of the demolition exercise. Today alone, I have more than 4 videos of different areas. Rototan, just different area. The video too much. I can't even play all. Let's hear from you. What is going on? And the president is not even talking. The man is as silent as a rock that is under the water. In fact, a rock that under water, sometimes the water can hit it. The water will help to bring some kind of sound up. Just like human Boakai not talking, but giving people cheek all around the place. Let's hear from you, sir.
Thank you so much, Brother Prince, and thank you to the audience and to my very panelists. Let me say this first. You know, had it been that this whole demolition process that is going on, the presidencies of President George Manneh Weah, you know, those people that are silent, those rest of the opposition that are silent, because there are many oppositions political parties in the country. And I remember during President George Manneh Weah term, all of these political parties opposition at that time, all of them, almost all of them, were supporting President George Manneh Weah. They all supported the Unity Party. They all aligned with the Unity Party. And they spoke vehemently against President George Manneh Weah. So imagine, this was the man that was carrying on development. This man built horses, units for the citizens. And these same people said, those horses units were not up to standard. Those horses units were not, in fact, they were state resources he was using. In fact, they criticized it. For example, when he built a now the Invisible Park, President George Manneh Weah had a right to tell people to leave that area. But what did he do? He said, with all these horses, we can't put this modern development here, and then we allow these things to the people live here. What he did, he relocated the people. He never drove them out. He relocated them, took down their name, relocated them, and then told them, I will build this place. And when President George Manneh Weah built that place, he brought the same people that live in that place. That is government in process. That is government for the people, because he put their name, relocated them, built that place, and then brought them. He didn't bring nobody there. He brought the same people that live in that place. And in fact, he put everything in their houses, bed, chair, furniture, everything, and said, go there. The people went there. That is government for the people. That is a nation building. Now, you see, let me go back a little bit in history, because we are going to see most of this. Because as I watched one of the videos, it was said that Johnson, and you remember that name, that's a slave name now. Johnson sold the land around the 1940s to this family. And then those family, when they were old, they passed the property over to the next generation. Then those family died. And then the other family came in, the second generation came in, and then they gave the land to the current generation now, and then our other second generation died. Now, this Johnson that sold the land in the 1940s, no longer alive. But it is the children of that Johnson that came to claim the property. Now I'm going somewhere. Now, first of all, we said this before. And you see, history lies to us in Liberia, in Africa. And most of all, the reason why history lies to us, most Liberians do not do that research. You know, let me say this. I hate that thing, what they will say, the ACS came and bought land. And that is where the problem coming from. That is where the problem coming from. The ACS came and bought land. And this is where these people are going. Because if you can remember, during President George Manneh Weah, I take down notes and I listen critically. There's a man called Rodney C. He made a statement and said, all these native people, all these country people living in villages coming to our city, which is Moravia. He said, we need to make sure and get our city back and take our city back. Let's just occupy our city. Now, don't get it wrong again. Kumi made that same statement, but not similarly, he said, we need to take our country back. That country was Mosurado County, because imagine in 1847, that 1847 independence was just Mosurado, and that the Tonga people. He said, we need to take our country back. Now, going to the whole land issue, you see, when Ashore Speak came to Liberia, and all the people, if you can remember, if you have been paying attention, all the people that have been going to Liberia, living in the diaspora, when they go to Liberia, they don't give them the Liberian history, the culture. They stop to the Shabu Island, right? And then they say, oh, when the free slave came, meanwhile, they were not free. We know history. They were rebellious slaves, and we're not going there. But they will give the story. They said, When the free slave came, they came here, they met the native, and then they bought the land here, they settled here. And that's why it always stop. They don't go beyond. So they gave the story, that it was a free slave that founded that land. And you can't find a land that is already inhabited, cultivated, by people who live there with their government system, everything, with their traditional, their kings and things. You cannot find that land. Yes, you named the place Liberia, but you did not find that place. Okay? Now, during that time period, nobody owned land. The kingdom owned the land. Every tribe was a kingdom, and every kingdom have the land owned or superseded by the king. If you want to make farm, you go to the king. Here, I want to make farm here. This year, they go and cultivate the land, and you make a farm there and think. So now, when the first delegate came for the ACS, the kings and queens that never agreed, like King Zola Duma. They never agree. And now, this is what I always tell people. If the first delegate came from the US, they went and met the native people there. And they negotiated for land. And the native people said no. Those people left. Then they sent a second delegate. The same way the second delegate left. And then the third delegate was Robert Stockton, a retired Navy man. When Robert Stockton went, he met King Zola Duma, and then they tried to negotiate for land. King Zola Duma said no. What Robert Stockton did, he put King Zola Duma on a gunpoint. They don't even talk about that in history, or when the people come, they're doing tour, they don't talk about these things, they just brush over it. King Zola Duma Robert Stockton put King Zola Duma on a gunpoint, and then told King Zola Duma, if you don't give this land, we'll shoot you. King Zola Duma, that's how he gave out the land, and they settled on that land today, where they get independent, they call Moserado County, and today, that whole Liberia thing. And that's how they took the land. So my point I want to make here is, no Johnson, no Urate, no free slave ever own land. Because you cannot take the land by force and then you say they are negotiated. No, you cannot negotiate business on a gunpoint. You negotiate business in a neutral area where I get my share, you get a share equally with some people, but not on a gunpoint. The free slave cannot buy land, and nobody owned land at that time. So my point that I want to make here is that Moravia is not owned by American Liberian. It is not owned by rebellious slave. This is why we need to teach history. I know it is hard, it will bring hard feeling whatsoever, but it is not about taking away what the contribution the American Liberian have made. The truth here is we have to be real to ourselves and teach a real history, okay, for us to move in the right direction. Now, let me go back to my point here, but I'm coming to Boakai.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds. So,
30 seconds. Now, the reason why Boakai is not talking in this whole issue, this is Boakai plan. Boakai is going by that same old system with our two-wing party. And let me say this, Boakai is angry. He's paying back what was done to him, or what he felt was done to him by the Doe government, by the Ellen Johnson Elite administration. Okay, all of those things he paying back with grudges in his heart, and that is why he's doing all these things, hurting Liberian. And let me say this. There are a lot of people saying, why President Josh Weah is not speaking? Why President Josh? No. President Josh Weah is not speaking because he's respecting the Liberian people vote. Now, when I say Liberian people vote, what I'm saying here is, those people that say you build on marketplaces will still vote against you. You harmonize will still vote against you. And in fact, we now told you, say, we can't pay our children wire fee. We can pay our children wire fee. We now told you, say, we can't pay our children school fee. We can pay our children university school fee. Those are the people that voted against President George Weah. And President George Weah is respecting your presidency. He's respecting your vote. He's not coming in to come and talk. When the time President George Weah will come in, he will come in 2029 and come and ask you, when I've been 6 years, why that is 6 years, and you will do the determination. Let me say this, Brother Prince. The last time you guys were on live, to my brother, I love him, Frederick, I think he's in New York, right? He wrote a comment. He said President Josh Weah should go to the aid of the people who are being homeless. And then he said, because these are about 5,000 or 5 something thousand vote and things. I wrote that, I said no. Because if it is about vote, right? We know the election was rigged, even though in Nima County, but let's be real here. There are a lot of counties. It baffled me for the election commission to read the result. Almost in most of the county, but that went head to head with President Josh Weah in most of those counties. All right, let's forget about Nima County. But my point I want to make here is, it is not about, right, President Josh Weah going to the people, because President Josh Weah Bay Housing Unit, free tuition school, free university, wire fee, okay, building roads, putting on sport parks for Liberian kids to go and learn after school program and all of those things, so that they can't involve themselves into drugs and all of those things. I mean, a lot of things, and to the extent putting money on their phone when they go take their wire and all of those things. Those things, Liberian people did not see it, and then they criticize it, and then they still went and vote against it. No, it is not about going to the Liberian people aid. The decision Liberian people made, I'm sorry that it have to affect everybody. Some of the people that voted for President Josh we have to affect. But again, that is democracy. My point here is President Josh Weah cannot be the Messiah all the time. Let the Liberian people go through it and then feel it, and then when they come from there, they will sit down and think twice, and nobody will go and lie to them and tell them, say, this person is the best, this person is not the best. The Liberian people will know 2020 now who is the best.
Thank you so much. My brother Leo, I want to play this video and I want us to comment on it. With this issue of land business in Liberia, people who are key members of the government, people who are members of the political party, are making big confession to all of us, are confessing in front of the Liberian people. And not behind the house now to say, oh, somebody said, they say. But they are coming on the internet, open on radio, television, everything, and they are confessing about how people are damaging, or how damaging the judiciary system is. I want to play this video, Leo, and I want to hear from you. What are you hearing, or what are you deducing? What are you really getting based on this confession that is made by a key member of the government, a key member of the party, the Unity Party that is leading? I'm going to play this about 53 seconds or so. So let's listen to it. Listen to this confession, fellow Liberian. There's an open look. These people will confess of the evil that they are doing to the Liberian people. They will confess. Listen to this confession from Mo Ali.
Prince, just hold on. My folks that are watching, if you've never shared a video before, share this time. We want this particular segment of this show to go viral. If you've never shared this video, please make it your duty to share. I just thought to share that, Prince. Go ahead.
Thank you. So let's listen to Mo Ali here.
Before you go to Marco, there is one other information now. You know, we keep talking about there are corrupt judges here, and some people making the court system corrupt. You know what they're doing now, especially in the probate court. Yeah, I can see your land. I go there, buy get the deed, go to the judge in the probate court, bribe him, and probate the deed, sign it and stamp it.
The last time I talked here, the episode out that joke.
No, I mean I got that confirmed yesterday and today. People,
can you imagine?
Said it to me. They're doing it. It's a money making thing for them. Somebody called me just today to explain.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Today,
let's go.
You know, we keep talking.
My brother Leo, you listening to this. What is running through your mind? This man is saying that it is confirmed, not they say.
I really wanted to play one more time because I think there are people logging in.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Let's give it one more time. It's just 50 seconds or so, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then
go to Marco. There is one. Before you go to Marco, there is one other information now. You know, we keep talking about there are corrupt judges here, and some people making the court system corrupt. You know what they're doing now, especially in the probate court.
Yeah.
I can see your land. I go there, buy it, get the deed, go to the judge in the probate court, bribe him, and he probate the deed, and sign it and stamp it.
The last time I talked here, the FP said that joke.
No, I mean, I got that confirmed yesterday and today. People,
can you imagine?
Said it to me. They're doing it. It's a money making thing for them. Somebody called me just today to explain.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Today.
No, let's go.
You know, Prince, and my fellow panelists here, our country is indeed in a bad shape, right? Now, granted, if it was anybody just spewing garbage, social media, one would have said, well, somebody just talking. If it were any other person that would be speaking, they would say, oh, it's a sedition that got up and just talk. But this is Mo Ali. Mo Ali is a big man in this government. Mo Ali knows how to get information firsthand. You don't need to dig. But what Mo Ali is saying is very indicting to our judges, Prince and my fellow brothers. Mo Ali is saying firsthand, he has information of judges taking bribes. But people that all of us watch video right here. I mean, I'm not making this thing up. Mo Ali said he has evidence. So that speaks to why this whole land dispute is going on. Why some of us would have who bought land 20, 15, 16 months ago. Somebody else said, oh, this land is for me. Now no Prince judges' hands are behind this thing, my people. The highest supreme body of our land are in corrupt practices said by Mo Ali. Prince, on a 1 minute here before I submit, I am calling on the House of Senate respectfully to summon Mo Ali to bring out evidence so that the judges that are in this kind of play, bad practices, can be brought to book. Whilst we have other good judges on the bench there are some bad apples. We will not sit here and pink brush all of them. No. But Mo Ali said he has evidence. Prince, if we have a serious house, the Senate, even Boakai, President Boakai. But how far these things are going to go, Prince? This is very daring, eh? This is, like I said, where is Delon? Where is this light? Jake, take it over.
Yeah, my brother Jake, let's hear from you. You heard Mo Ali. Let's hear from you, sir.
You but they put up Kajoyo Quiggy. They put up Kajoyo Quiggy. Eh? I will hear it raw. I want you to stay on Mo Ali then. Let me ask a hard question. Why was Mo Ali then talking about what judicial system now? Where were they when they burned the Capitol building? Where were they? They forced speaker out of the place. Tell you position. Mo Ali didn't ever make any statement. Like, bro, people, you start being gullible, followers. Mo Ali didn't, like, just matter of time. Let me tell you something.
No, but Jake, 1 second. Jake, 1 second. You see that tape you listen to? It was not meant for the public. So Mo Ali was not even meant to speak to it, but it was a secret thing. They were talking and exposed.
It's not meant for the public. But all the mayhem, all the things they've been doing in the country, honor that watch, honor that tenure, especially our judicial system, where we made any statement, a director of water and sewer, any of them made any statement. They know what they're doing. Let me tell you something. You shouldn't be fooled by this guy. They're looking at a new alignment. They don't want to lose job in case anything happened to Boakai. Let me tell you today. I'm been in the political arena for a long time, or I know it like where a lot of people they master but they're common sense. Mo Ali they want to maintain job. Even they put it on they were having in-housing, they talking, they put it outside, and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. All the police brutality in the country. More Ali than seeing a lot of protest, June 7, all the protests. More Ali than the two petrol bomb, all of them. You're feeling forgetting all these people? You're feeling forgetting the calamity the government caused on the Georgia administration? They will do this, they will do that. No peace, no investor will come in this country. Their whole propaganda machinery. So for me, when I listen to this guy there, I would laugh because why? A high on them. A high on them. Look at Mo Ali. Where a township in the country. That all that township doing water and so on. We know that. So they're not delivering the services they want to deliver. They're not delivering. So they were here to cajole people. If you have any evidence on the justice system or the lawyer, they ain't bringing us up. Like expose it. They because I government ruling. But all this thing, I can't buy into it. No, they're looking for an alignment with Jeremiah Kuhn. They want the whole grace on power. Let me tell you. So the godable society, they only fall for them. But when people can lie in the corridor of the country for 5 good years, when Georgia took the mantle authority, 5 to 7 months into Georgia presidency, Henry Coe started that whole contention. They started that propaganda. They started smear. They had all the opposition group, the CPP. They damaged the country with inside. They destroy the fabric. They lie to the Liberian people, to the fullest of the people buy that story. And they make ugly decisions at the ballot box. So now we're putting hole as a governor, they can lie. And we're putting hole into, we're not lying on there. We're saying reality because we're comparing two people. We're comparing the former president, him work, and their years are working, 12 years in that zoning. So they can't even beat the man record. Now while the men went in the church and challenged them, today, to the same that man challenged them in the church. When the president challenged them, when he came from Europe, he challenged them. Today, what did we see in the country? So I can't fall for more Ali than Kajo because the godable society, some of we here. I told people, some of we here now to check them. Because they sit down, reload it, and bring that propaganda. You're not working with the Liberian people. So more Ali there cannot cajole Liberian people where some would tell the Liberian people what they're up to.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My brother Frank, let's hear from you. Emmanuel Pay, there's the number. If you want to make your call, it's both WhatsApp and then direct. So this is the number. Once we start to take call, you can call and then make your point. So the number is pinned right there. My brother Frank, hearing this particular thing from Mo Ali, seeing people laying all around the place, people breaking lane. Let's hear from you. What do you think?
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. See, this can only happen in a government like Joseph Boakai. And again, let me say this. I all these things happening on Joseph Boakai. They are all happening on his administration, in his government, because Joseph Boakai is known for corruption. Joseph Boakai is corrupt. And that can go back dating to Dotin, right? It can also go back dating to the time he was serving as agriculture minister whatsoever, when they gave him all those equipment and those things. He did not perform his duties, as we all know. So all these things are happening because the people that work with Joseph Boakai, they themselves know who Joseph Boakai is. Now, it is true that we just watched a video from Mo Ali. Don't put me into a situation that I can't handle. But the truth here is, this government and the justice system under this government, it did not just start with demolition of horses, with stealing people, how they call it, land. Okay? The injustices or the corruption started from the very moment of this government presidency. Now, let me say this. during the election time, these people around.
Yeah, Frank, I beg you. I want to hold you there. We have a caller. I want us to give the caller the opportunity. Just protect your thoughts. We can read back to you.
Let's finish our discussion first. The man talking now before you forget what you're talking.
Yeah, this caller want to make a point.
Okay, then can you seconds now? Can you seconds?
So, hello, caller. Your name and where you've joined us from. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, peaceful Liberia around the world. This is Emmanuel Ping calling from Jersey.
All right. So, yes, sir. Yeah. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, Prince, I'm following you guys' discussion, and it's very brilliant for the Liberian people. But I just make a call to clarify things to the Liberian people because we Liberian, we go around with things, we're all analyzing the situation. Liberian people are seeing on Facebook, everybody saying, oh, development come with pain, development come with pain. We agree development come with pain and stress. But what's happening in Liberia right now is not development. It's a personal party come to claim the property. So Liberian people should get it straight. Carry on development immediately and claiming a property is two different things. I can come from America and go to Liberia, or I can stay in Liberia and claim my property. That doesn't mean I can carry on development immediately. Sure. It can be a land dispute between two group of people, and the court can come in favor of whosoever win the case. They can go and demolish to a property. That doesn't mean development going to go immediately. You can demolish to a property, and you don't have money to carry on development, and you have place to remain just that for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So that people should get it straight. Because I'm seeing why observing right now, the government understand that people are going against them. So there are being small, uneducated people to get into the street to cheer them. To cheer them that Boakai doing good because development come with pain. No? Sure. In not in all cases. People, you must say I have a dispute on the land and you can win the case or I can win the case. That doesn't mean to say you go to immediately start to build your modern house or road over there. No. So that people should come to their senses and start seeing development come with pain. We all want development for the people, but development doesn't come with pain immediately when someone claims the property. Claiming the property is different from carrying on the development. So that's why I say my impact.
Thank you so very kindly. You are right about that. Let's go to our brother Frank. My brother Frank, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So like I was saying, during the election time, these are the people that went on to say, or that went on to identify all the Liberian people problems. And then they put it in one box and they said they were the right people, to the extent Boakai even told the Liberian people, if anybody is to understand the Liberian people needs and wants, it is he, Boakai, because he has served in government for that long, 42 years plus, and he's well experienced, and he was the oldest political candidate among the rest of the candidates. Boakai went on to say that he know the Liberian people struggle, their needs, he know it. But right after he won the election, I can remember, they generally asked him about the Liberian people issues, their needs, their wants. And Boakai led them and told the journalists he was going to set a committee to investigate the Liberian people issues, their needs and wants. After he told the Liberian people he was well experienced and he know everything, every struggle about the Liberian people. But here it is, he was telling the journalists at this time, while he's president, he don't know the struggle of the Liberian people. He don't know the issue of the Liberian people, but rather he was going to set up a committee to identify the Liberian people issue, and then before going on to solve it. 3 years into his government, he have not yet set out a committee to identify the Liberian people issues, but rather he's going around making Liberian people homeless. He said he's building Liberia, taking Liberian people, children from out of schools, and he says he's making sure no child left behind and no child will be on the street selling. Taking Liberian people for job. And he's saying, in fact, He's going to create more jobs in subsequent years to come. There's more than 70,000 plus jobs. Before maybe 2021-7, it's going to be maybe 100,000 jobs. But he destroyed his home, private businesses, of these people. Now, let me say this. Me, I always like to go to the opposition because Boakai will do what Boakai came to do. And absolutely, we told the Liberian people what this man was coming to do and what this man was about. And now he's proving all right about what we told the Liberian people that what this man was about. The truth here is, you cannot put someone in position of such without any historical facts. Meanwhile, this man been in government since his entire life. And in fact, the history we know about this man is he had been sacked from his job. He had been taken from his job due to corruption, due to failures, to the extent Ellen Johnson said he had to pack him like a packer because he was unproductive to the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration while he served as vice president. Unproductive. That alone should tell, or should have told, remind the Liberian people, even though we told them, they did not listen. But this is what I want to say. Liberian people, those opposition apart from the CDCs, because as we speak right now, it is the CDC opposition that is speaking, that is voicing out for you. But all those political parties opposition that yesterday that was against George Manuel Weah and he said it was speaking for you, we saw them all on the street. Some of them holding broomsticks. They said they were sweeping corruption. We saw them all around. They said it was about you, your future, your children. It was about bringing Liberia back, taking Liberia from those days, bringing everything. They said everything. But look at what is going on right now. Do you see opposition coming out talking for you, talking to this government? No, they are not doing it. And in fact, let me say this.
Thank you.
What a platform. The same people that lied to the Liberian people about Joseph Boakai, it is the same people who are now regrouping, talking about one candidate. And I'm going to mention his name because Liberian people need to know. Talking about Kumi is the best. Now, to my Liberian people, the same people that said Boakai was the best, as the same people now who are going out again, coming to you and telling you 2029 Kumi is the best. If these people lied to you and told you Boakai was the best, Boakai was this, and now today look at what Boakai is doing. Do you still trust these people to come and tell you who is the best? Don't you know who is the best now for somebody to come and tell you who is the best? President George Manuel Weah is the best that you know, and nobody is the best. All of them are not talking for you, those political party opposition. They all are silent. They are not talking for you. George Manuel Weah is the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, fellow Liberians, as I listening to this clip from Mo Ali, it tells me how damaging our country is. Mo Ali is not like me or anybody on this particular platform. None of us have ever worked in the Liberian government as minister or deputy minister. Yes, we may have people in the system that will give us information, but the information will be limited, very limited. Some information that we bring here, we have to even go extra mile, pay for it, call people, and they will give it to us and stuff like that. Somebody say, or they get this parable, when the catfish come from under the water and tell you, say, they cry, he hurting, who are you to argue? Who are you to argue? Oh, no. You living under the water. This statement from Mo Ali speak volume of how damaging the judiciary system is. He was not just only talking about the probate court. No, that was not just what he was talking about. He was basically talking about the judiciary system, how they have used the judiciary system to be able to manipulate their way through. Mo Ali was talking about how Joseph Newman Boakai was able to turn the hands of the judiciary system to ensure that people who were suspended, when they ran to the court and said, court, come to our aid, and the court said, Mr. Boakai, lead the people. Boakai said, to hell with the court. I'm doing my own thing. Mo Ali was confessing of how they have used the judiciary system to carry on so many clandestine acts and nothing came for out of it because they control money. That's why Mo Ali was talking. Mo Ali was confessing of how they managed to free Councillor Gloria Musu's cat, even though she came down guilty under the Weah-led administration. But when the Unity Party came there, they used money and they took her out and say, you not do nothing. Oh my God, sit down. I can't appoint you. That's why Mo Ali was talking. Mo Ali was talking about, fellow Liberian, how Queen Johnson murder our brother Joshua in the broad daylight. She was collected, she was protected, and she made a way. According to them, they say she ran away right under the Unity Party government. But the next day, we saw her to Freeport with job. Mo Ali was talking about how they are using the judiciary system to lie on people like Fonati Kofa and the rest of the order and keep these people in jail. Patriots then in jail. As I speak to you, they are still in jail. Even though they were tortured and the the lawyers presented a vivid evidence that these people were tortured, but they stay in jail. Mo Ali was telling us how they have used the justice system, the judiciary system, to ensure that it is against other people but for in their favor. That's why Mo Ali was talking. Mo Ali was confessing, fellow Liberian. Now, when you read the report from the United States Investment Climate Report, it tells us about the judiciary system. These were the same people that were arguing. When we read this international report, when the report said our system is corrupt under Joseph Newman Boakai, I say no. Joseph Newman Boakai said, don't mind anything, and the IMF you a man, and this you a man. But today, we are seeing it for ourselves. Y'all remember the girl called Jessica Lloyd and Luca Riches, that American guy, that he almost slit the girl throat. At the end of the day, that bucket was collected and placed behind bar. What happened? They freed that goat and he got in plane. He was cranking his legs. He can't. Which one of us can do it here in this land and walk away scot-free? So Mo Ali was telling you how people have used money to circumvent, how people have used money to twist the arm in the justice system. Don't get me wrong. I know there are some good people there. The morals are there. But Mo Ali was telling us that they get their people there that they have been using. Because they may get the information. He's a minister in this government. Not just an ordinary minister, but he's a key minister in this government. He's a member of the ruling party. What that boy was talking, that boy was confessing to us that the justice system is rotten, that you cannot get justice. That's why you saw recently what happened with the case of the Asson case. After they agree that these people will be the jurors on the case, they said for long and say we disband the whole juror here. Because the juror look at it for long and say, but the people are not making sense. Oh. No hear, no tell anything when they put talking. Oh. They go ask Gregory Coleman, you go bring all the entire population that are using cell phone, you bring their cell phone record. So what kind of nonsense here? So they think nothing inside. So they sat down for long and say they think we got to cancel it. The people there, they cancel the whole juror bench. They cancel all. Fellow Liberian, this Mo Ali was telling us was how they were able to use money to even bribe, how you call our man Gele Como. That today, after his man Brian McGee raped that 14 years old girl, that girl walk away free. That Boko was telling us, you remember during the election time? When the election commission said, Opa, the one you call Key, Opa, they said he obtained false document to register. According to what they said the man obtained false document to register. And they collected him. The police arrested him. What came of that case? What came of that case? And he walk away. It's like you and myself try that thing. Just for they will collect you, they will put you in jail, they will do it. But at the end of the day, and he walk away free. These people are empowering themselves in the negative way to think that they can be able to turn the vote of the Liberian people in their favor, which will not work. What we are seeing today, they may going to the army people and telling the army people say, y'all great, y'all can do whatever thing y'all can do. We seeing Boakai doing all kind of nonsense with the judiciary system. Today we have a regime speaker. Boakai wants to ensure that the rest of the other two branches answer to him, yes, sir. And what Boakai want. That at the end of the day, when they try to do foolishness, then they will run to the court and they will get their people in the court that will say, oh, Boakai win. That's the sound Boakai. That the thing Boakai said. That the thing more Ali than talking. That the thing we looking at so within our phone. But Boakai, we can assure you, Boakai, some of the things that we not talk. No, our life is now on Facebook. Oh. Some of the things that we not do, places that we not go, while we into now everything on Facebook. Oh. Now everything on Facebook. But they are exposing themselves. That the same way the last time we listening to how you call this boy or Stanton. Stanton told us. He said the kind of thing then what we not do. He was confessing. He said the kind of thing that we did for this particular unity party to get where. Look, let me play it. These are how these people unalive people they were killing people in that country. They only to make the government unpopular. Don't believe what I am saying. Yes, the video.
Prince,
let me play the video.
Prince, on a 1 second here, right? 1 second.
Yes,
here.
Sir. Before our brother Jay can, yeah, go ahead.
That Mo Ali video shouldn't be downplayed at all. It should not be taken for granted. It shouldn't be downplayed. Mo Ali knows what he is saying because he has evidence of judges in foul play. We will call on the State Department from here, from the American Embassy to down to the Liberian government themselves, senators. You're looking into this case because Mo Ali said he has evidence in him. First, of all the dirty work that the judges in the house been doing against poor citizens who purchased the land legally.
Imagine.
Yes.
Do you know how many Liberians based in the diaspora? They've gone back to Liberia. They are suffer for all their money and go put money behind land. At the end of the day, somebody can say they land for me. So now what Mo Ali was telling us. But my brother Jake, I'm very sure you have not spoken on the issue.
That these are the judges that Mo Ali is saying and that are behind for Natikofa to indict this man innocently. These are the judges because why? Somebody can just go pay a judge. That's what Mo Ali is saying. So nobody should sit on the platform and downplay that particular tip. No, we will take it to the highest level and call it for what it is.
I agree with you. My brother Jake, I'm sure you have not spoken on the issue. Let's hear from you. This thing that is coming from Mo Ali.
I would like to ask you. Yeah. My question here to you. You emphasize a lot of things. You went in depth a lot of things. Kudos to you. But my question to you now, I don't say the judicial system possible or is great. No, it's not great. No judicial system around the world is great. But my question to you now, I will give you one example first. The guy that raped the 14-year-old girl, Brian McGee. Yeah, let me ask you a question. He was who to Mo Ali?
Close confidant. Close friend.
Family member to Mo Ali.
Okay. When they acquitted him, you saw the post Mo Ali said. You saw the statement Mo Ali said.
Yes.
That Brian McGee will take people to what? To court.
Yeah.
Prince, let me tell you. When someone come on their platform, we would check, we would do research, we do a lot of things. I'm not saying all these things. You let him prove, as if my brother Leo said, if the center of protein and listen to all these things, then that is someone tomorrow or next week. You say, oh, we have a State Department report concerning our judicial system. Me ask the other question, why he made a statement on reloaded or it was beyond a scene if somebody recall it and they unleash it to the citizen. It was on a reloaded program or what?
No. It was not on class reloaded. It was a recorded phone call, right? I called my brother Frank, and maybe Frank may have recorded it, or somebody could have been in me and Frank's conversation and recorded it. So it wasn't meant to come outside. But
it was a video call that they had, right?
Yeah.
A video call was a video call.
A video call.
Okay, I agree. So he knew all the damaging things. That's why I told you people, maybe you will believe in later on. I told you people, if Mo Ali don't go for now, because I tell you something here. I said, in 3 years' time or 4 years, but I say coming to power by 2027, the guys will join shape. The guys from the beginning, the initial stage of the government, they saw the main half of the particular government. More Ali, they come from that side there. I know the Cape Man Belt. Let me tell you, where they massacre these people during the King George massacre, all that protest, he never made no statement. I believe now they're letting the cat out of the bag. But if our legislature, what the ultimate again, they start listening to all these things, Yombly Kankane, all these people there, the speaker, all these people, they were summoned tomorrow to come facing the legislature. They say, but listen, you were water and sewer managing director, you say you get evidence. According to the State Department, the problem will get on a serious sanction concerning our judicial system is more corrupt. So where is the proof you have? What kind of damage statement you made? That more they come and honor all. Because if you lie on all, they can pinch you. Now you can't make it provide evidence that they get documents or they get videotape or they get audio concerning these guys are taking bribe. If the kid is reality for Mo Ali, then the woman, Guru Musu Star is going to go back to prison. Then the speaker got to come back to power. They made a very damaging because we knew that the president urinated on the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, the Constitution, and the people didn't allow this kind of thing. So, as you said, we shouldn't take it lightly. We shouldn't take it like the same way you parties and carry to conquest people there in America. You're in America now. You're not playing the same way the same game they were playing. The same game they lie. They want to lie. A confession. It's so damaging.
Let me tell you what I did. And sorry, I'm not interrupting you. I'm just trying to get it.
Go ahead.
We shouldn't say that and say when some of us say we are going to raise State Department. No, not for social media talk.
Okay.
I will post a document in our chat room so you know that how far.
No, don't post nothing in chat room. You might be posting nothing in chat room.
No, it's all good, right?
Because a lot of people can infiltrate the chat room. You might be posting document in chat room. Chat room are flat. Chat room, I mean, you want to leak the thing outside. Nothing great for chat room.
Let me tell you why this judiciary system is so serious to me, right? And my brother friend will attest to this. It is the last body for redress. There are poor innocent Liberians that are in jail for rape. The days were not given in court, but you alluded to it. Brian McGill can get away. So where else can we go if we don't begin to sound these drums out for these judges? Look, we got to weed the bad egg among the rest of the eggs. This is a serious matter. We will start calling from the American embassy in Liberia. We go
in America already. Let's go to the Senate. Let's go to the Senate judiciary. It's a Republican.
Now you're speaking my language, Jake. Let's all get on the ball. You remember when President George Weah, after COVID, 3 years of this presidency was affected. What was the American embassy in Liberia? Everything, all the station that came on Liberia was from that state, from that embassy. So today things are happening when the own ministers are confessing what's happening. And somebody will tell me, say, oh, Leo, just clap your hand. God forbid, God say, oh, hold me responsible for being dumb.
You're right.
I will go after.
And that's why I usually refer to that former ambassador from McCarthy and idiots.
Yeah.
I have no regard for him. Like I'm telling you, if to meet that man in person,
but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something where you can do this state. McCarthy can be someone. Let me tell you something. McCarthy played massive role in the Republic of Liberia. So he played super massive role by doing all kind of things within our country. So let's just go ahead. We're talking beyond the scene.
Yeah. So I want us to listen to this clip. And probably this will be the last. So
we're going long now.
With all of the things that people are going through in Liberia, accident, people breaking people's houses down, and the rest of it, One would think that in these times of difficulties, the president would be the voice of reasoning, that the president would be that voice of comfort for his people, that the president would be the man that when he speaks, his people will get the hope and say, at least we elected a leader who cares about us. Liberia is a country where, like I said earlier, about 60 to 70% of the population is unemployed. The measure yesterday they used for unemployment is the same of today. In fact, for them, they have even reduced it. I'm listening to another clip of Mo Ali saying, Shushan Bo, that worker, Pempen Rado, that worker, people who selling money, Kalaman, all of them, they are employed. But yesterday, they told us that no, it's not unemployment. They condemn it and say it was not employment. But today, they're saying that employment. But the president who is supposed to comfort and console his people in this difficult period, the battlefront commander, the commander in chief, the head of state, the one who is supposed to think for the body, the one who is supposed to direct the things, the one who you think will have the wisdom to say, look, in the midst of these difficult times, our people need us the most. Our people need us. Even if the people possess their land legally or illegally, we need to say a word that will comfort the people. I remember during the coronavirus here in the States, it wasn't the president that brought coronavirus and can share it on us. It was a virus. But at the end of the day, we saw how the government here was able to intervene in the people's life. Some people could not go to job. What did the government do? They gave us stimulus package around here just to keep us afloat. Just to keep us afloat. Let's leave America too far. Let's go to Liberia. When the corona hit Liberia, what did President Weah do? After he told the workers to go home, what did he do? He was paying them. He said, even though you're not working, you're staying at home, but I will pay you. In times of calamity and difficulties, the leader must be there for his people. He must sympathize and empathize with them. I remember in Liberia again when things were tough, the government of Liberia was able to get stimulus package. They share rice around. They gave rice to the counties. They gave rice to people who were most vulnerable. But today we have this man who say he got 41 years of experience. The boast of experience. I want us to listen to this man. And I'll go to every one of us to just close on it. I want us to listen to this man who is supposed to be our president, who is supposed to comfort or who's supposed to make sure that the ship sail well in the midst of difficulties. When the people, the crew, they are crying, oh, the ship going down, the man who's supposed to say, no, you don't worry, things will be fine. Let's listen to him on here, my people. Let's listen to him. And you will think that, wow, that a man with 42 years experience, like 80-year plus president here.
Those barracks in Liberia, particularly the 72nd barracks. There is this issue about those living around the barracks. They are now saying that the soldiers who went there to claim the entire place, they are saying the front view does not belong to the army, Mr. President. Do you have something to say about this?
You know, this is one of the things that we have to do in this country. That's why I said to minister to agencies, when you have an agency, make sure, apart from running an office, you know your asset, so the army people know the demarcation, they know what land belongs to them. If they don't, there's a way to determine that, but we'll make sure that the army is not violating anybody's right.
Are you going to reconsider the appeal? They are appealing to the government now to reconsider them, but because
reconsider who?
The occupants.
The army is entitled to decent livelihood that they have placed. God is not making new land. That place is for the army.
Okay.
And the army is going there to take it back.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
This I want to start from our brother Leo. My brother Leo, listening to the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Liberia, the head of state, the man who is supposed to comfort and counsel his people. What have you to say concerning this video? Let's hear from you, sir. And we'll
Prince,
close on this.
yeah, this is my closing. Prince, who gave us this paper, man? Who sent this paper our way? Jake, you see the work you did? Jake, you see what happened? You see what happened, my brother? I mean, the paper said, first of all, he asked the general, he said, who? Then the paper, I didn't know that GMB is a surveyor. I never knew GMB is a surveyor. But listen to what he told that journalist. The army people are yet to take their land back. Disregarding what the lawyer is saying, can we just give the people their land back? Then we can do things the right way. Let's go to the law. But if I say no, the army people are here. In fact, God is not even making land anymore. So forget it. Those people who land has already been taken by the army, by the army. You can go to God now. Any extra land, like maybe like in the sea now. So what the paper is saying, army must encroach on anything, whether it's for them or not. This is what a JMB is saying. As a matter of fact, JMB don't even care about what happened with the people. All JMB wants to do is to what he can do for the army to be on his side. Like I said earlier on today, on 1 minute here, JMB is trying to personalize and privatize this army. What is called AFL, the National Armed Forces of Liberia, is now going to be the National Armed Forces of JMB. Don't overlook it, Jake. In fact, you get more intelligence information than me. JMB is cajoling and putting these guys together for a bigger fish. But you know what happened? I said earlier, when you are thinking twice, or George Manuel Weah is thinking, when you are thinking once, George Manuel Weah is thinking twice ahead of you. JMB, you cannot bite the hand that fed you. You will not be ungrateful to the Liberian people. The Liberian people who chose you, gave you power with the hope that you could come and do something different. Now you have become a rescue down the drain. You rescuing the people in their graves. Lastly, what I submit here, look, we've all seen the blueprints on the ground, on the wall. GMB does not have a solution to move Liberia to the next stage. You know, when I wake up every morning, when the thought of Liberia comes to my head, it's fear. GMB does not have longevity on his side. His so-called number 2 man does not even know his left from his right. His number 3 man is guy who right now they are accusing of he's being alleged by a female. I'm talking about your speaker, who's being alleged of distributing HIV around our country. It's been alleged. There are video footages around of a sister who is calling on because she wants her life to be secure. I don't know if you all may have seen it, but before I submit, we now see the 3 people that are close to the hem of power, how they are unready for when it comes to day one, who is to take over GMB, because you and myself know longevity is not on GMB's side. But it's been a good show. I mean, it's good to see my brother Frank. Of course, I'd like to hear my brother Detroit any day. He comes with fire. And of course, the general here, thank you for providing all this platform to always come here and speak on the Liberian people or on our issues to do the Liberian people work. I'm excited. I can't wait, because we know, again, there will always be a light at the end of this tunnel. Liberia too must enjoy. Liberians must enjoy the wealth. Thank you. It's been a good show. Thank you, Prince.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Let's hear from you, Frank.
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. You see, first of all, listening to Boakai, right? And that's what, number one, for me, I don't refer to him as president, because I know the function of a president. All right. I know what the president entails when you say president. But none of those characteristics I know about a president that is in Boakai, and that is why I never refer to him as a president. I don't want to waste my time referring to someone who does not perform his or her duty as a president for the people, as a president. Now, you see, the truth is, the journalists, right, try to remind Boakai, don't you have compassion? And that is why the journalist asked, how about they? Because if you are saying And first of all, this is what he did. Boakai being the commander-in-chief of the army, to the extent he do not know that he is the commander-in-chief of the army. That is why he said, they know what belongs to them, the army. So he took himself from there as being part of the army, as being commander-in-chief of the army. He took himself from there. He said, they know what belongs to them, so they are coming to take it. What? Not only that, let me say this. You see, looking at the army, right? For me, if I were the president, let's say that place, it was for the army, or it is for the army. But sometimes things have to change. Looking at the current reality and knowing very well that the army is an institution, right? That its secret need to be kept. So looking at how the Liberian population have grown, that particular place in the middle of the city, so to speak, you as a government, you own the land of Liberia. You own the geographical location of Liberia. What are the air, the sea, the water body, everything belongs the ground, everything. It is in your hand. You own it as a government. Why not? Looking at the current situation and circumstances of the Liberian people, why not say, you know what? Because that is what this general was trying to say. Why not relocate the army and leave this place with the people? Because why would the army barracks still be in the middle of the people here? I mean, why you can't give another land to the army? Take them far away from the city. Let them be somewhere else. That was what the general was trying to say. And then leave the people already here. Maybe what you need to do, hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So, realistically speaking, maybe what you need to do, as the journalist was trying to say, right? Take the army and give them different land, and then the people that live on this land here, what you need to do, if you want to get people out of this land, right? Do a survey, ask people for land deed if they have it. Those that don't have it, you take them, to find place for them. Those that have the deed, you keep them here. But the truth is, right, for me, if I were the president, looking at the current circumstances, if I don't have the finances to relocate these people or to find place for them, Liberia, I mean, all those vast land wasted in Liberia there, right? Why not give another land to the army somewhere else? Let them be there, then for you to make Liberian people homeless. Why can't you have at least compassion for the people you are making homeless? That is what the journalists were trying to say. Mr. President, you are the leader. You need to protect life and property. These are the same citizens that put you to power. These are the same citizens you came to serve. And now you are putting these citizens out, women, children, I mean babies. You putting them in the cold. They are homeless and they have nowhere to go. Don't you think some of these babies will be raped by men? Already your government officials are raping 15-year-old boys and things. And you allow family to disperse their children all around and think. Don't you think their lives are in jeopardy? Don't you think you will see barley laying out tomorrow? Don't you think you are scattering families around, which of course won't be good for them? But Boakai left there and told the journalists, who? The same people you represent, you neglect them today, and you refer to them as who? And angry in why the journalists have to ask him that question. It baffles us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's get to our brother Jake. My brother Jake, let's get to you, sir. What is your concluding on this? Listening to your president, the man speaking, the people crying, they just breaking homes all over the place, even a wall of comfort. Let's hear from you, sir.
Liberians and follower, y'all, thank you for watching. Y'all help to share this video. Prince, for me, I know this thing will happen. For real, I know it will happen. You know, I'm looking at the Boakai speech, yo. They get something beyond the Boakai speech that more Liberian never saw. But we're reminding them of go to the whole video. I think Prince, you saw it. And I'm looking at Boakai telling people, I'm going to take data. You look at Fuller message. Fuller, the chief of staff, that he cursing, he went to that barrier. Let me tell you something. Come on, look, Liberians, you look at the video. There is a thing I've been saying every time today. Something coming to reality. Fuller did something in the barrier with Bafoyo. He mentioned Boakai, he mentioned Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. He never mentioned Georgia concerning the military, what he did for the military. The men are building 14 military hospitals. Like no military, even some that came from the military background never be a military hospital.
A big vocational center for the army wives.
Yes, thank you. God see the damages thing for let never mention a former president. Pray, let me tell you, I'm here now. I'm here in the here now, I'm living by the grace of God. Listen, me tell you something. When I say there will be nothing they call 2029, you will watch it. That's my prediction. That's my political prediction. Let me get my fasten your seatbelt. It can be any time the military will take over. They will say, yeah, one boy, one guy needs to say this thing. I pray. That's my biggest prayer. Then, please, that take off everything. That's my biggest prayer. I'm afraid that the military, they jump ship to rest. It's the only rescue that they can help to save Boakai 2029 or their surrogate. Because they know. I saw my brother later on mentioning, oh, they want prop at the Zanan comics. It's just laughable. And the Zanan coming will be 74 years old by 2029. He ain't going to the clock already taking on the. If they don't have chance to the other, they don't have chance to the particular says here, they are doomed. So he pulling number on water. So I don't even get there. I don't even get to him to he coming. So it's just laughable. I don't tell you something here. The only man the whole United Party fear that George Weah. You don't see the people talk about Zanan coming? You don't see the people talk about you can see CMC talking again. You don't see SCMC came with wave. Benedict came with wave. They start putting things on him. They start finding what they keeping all the money offshore banks all around the world. You see him talking anymore. The only man the Unity Party fear. Listen to me, Prince. I will say here. There's a Champions League final coming 2029, but they're scared of the champion to win the Champions League. Georgia win Boakai the first time. Boakai win Georgia the second time. It's a 2029. It's a final that is final match to take the biggest trophy. And the trophy they know is slipping for them. Since 2 years now, it's slipping. They cannot cajole the Liberian people anymore. That machinery not working. Imagine CDC not talking. CDC propaganda machinery not even working here. It will start to work by 2025, 2027. It start here. But the digging that they bury themselves with inside. God blind and vision. So let me tell you something. Boakai said in a stage, when I talk here, you will say, I know where it takes. I told you one scenario that happened in Equatorial Guinea-Bissau, what in Boli. The president at that time was losing election. Coming to lose the election to the opposition. He playing the fake coup. Recently, we discussed it. And where is Boli now? I think one of the West African countries. A junta came to power, military rule. See nothing went to Guinea. Where's Dumouya today? Dumouya was here in Europe or in France. When Conte was losing the election, was about to lose the election, he brought in Dumouya.
That was Guinea-Bissau. I think that Guinea-Bissau you're talking about.
Yeah, Guinea-Bissau. He brought in Dumouya in Guinea. General Dumouya. He was not general after he came. to quell that protest. He was the most fearful that the Papa brought in from the French military. What do we keep quell all the protest? They massacre people. What to the end today? In the twinkle of the eye, before the election could start, Dumuya overthrew a country that his son. They paraded on TV. They played that fake coup. Conti left Guinea, Conakry. He went for medical reason. Where is Conti today? He's back home. He back home. Today, where's Dumuya? Dumuya is president. After ruling, he never relinquished power. He decided to take part in the election. See, nothing will happen in Sierra Leone. Let me break it to net. I'm breaking it. It will happen to Malabio. Malabio now prepare you. When I run for second term, what Malabio then will do, Malabio is a general, is an army man. He will select somebody from his camp, a general. He will travel all over the country. That's my prediction. Then you'll hear a fake coup in Sierra Leone because Malabio don't want for the opposition to come in power. When I lay in a scenario then down, you can say, oh, would I got? I pray it might not bow down to Liberia. Let me end with a scenario. You know why everybody talking about military in the West African region? Because Burkina Faso leader took the mantle of authority, he overthrew another military guy, and he putting Burkina Faso on the map. So the whole African people looking at it now, they say, but then we want the junta to come back to power. So if you look at the scenario, another thing that happened in Liberia, none of you never noted. You remember, Prince, I told you people, when the military and the police are accumulating in the country, you saw at the gas station, when the RG went and they see Fole and Sambu, you saw the bar stand up. We want the military. I pray for that scenario. We need to start flagging to the international community. Everybody, before this kind of scenario happen, I say that's my prediction. I pray that the military shouldn't take part. But we see what Boakai did in that particular barrier. And Fole, who is the chief of staff, what military should not be in politics. He never mentioned George Weah, that bit of military and vocational for the military, what today they are enjoying, their family all enjoying. He's silencing the men that rule the nation. So that I have to close with you.
Please, I will look for the clip. But if you get a clip, you can send it to me. I want to analyze that clip. I did not really listen to it. But fellow Liberians, again, we want to use this occasion to say thanks to all of you. When we come here to discuss, we are not discussing out of hate, out of sentiment, or out of an induced, maybe pressure. We are sincere about our country. All of us that you see on here, we have family members, we have businesses,
property,
we have properties,
yes,
etc. in that Liberia. We sit in this Europe, but our minds are back home. And when we hear these things, we are afraid. Because some of us has invested a lot in lands all around the place. Who know? Why the thing are more Ali talking about some of our land? They may have been making arrangement for it. We say we're talking so. Who know? Because we get the money that I had to go pay on some of these land, we just buy them, we bought them and then it's sitting down there. You say now if we go to more Ali finish tell you people then going to pay small money, they judges them with some getting fake D. We buy our land, for example, in 2015. The judges then will say the people require that they inquired they got their land 2010 or they got it 1888. What you would do?
But you see what you're talking, that thing you're talking, right, Prince? Let me give you a story about me. In Sincor, right? My mother bought a land in Sincor. And then she built a house there, and then the other area there, and then they have people in the house she built there, right? So when we went Liberia last year, there's a lady that have a land on the other side. So she came into our land and then built one room and attached it to her area. So when we saw it, and then the owner was like, you know what, we shouldn't get into it. Let's leave it with her and thing. We'll just resolve it and we'll just leave the land with her and stuff. So because we went there, she saw us. We never questioned her, nothing. So she felt that, oh, okay. So when we came back now, then she went now to, I don't know what kind of court or where something, somewhere, I don't know where they do the land thing.
Yeah, the probate court.
Yeah. So now she start coming threatening the people that the government say they come and break that place down, and you know they should move the land, and you know, threatening the people doing all kind of things. So they had to send my uncle there. Then my uncle said, but all the horses here, the government not coming for them. Why only the particular land in the middle here, like the government coming for and things? So they left it, but she kept doing it, and then now people start coming from the court now, you know, threatening the thing and whatsoever. But you know, sometimes we don't talk. We got people in the government too. You know, even though I'm a CDC, but that whole unit party.
Sure, no, yeah, that's it. You know, but again,
Yeah.
How we just made some call and thing. I'm just gonna leave it there, and then they went to the court.
So, let me ask you and Leo before we close quick. We're hearing gossip in the corridor of the Republic of Liberia. France say yeah. So the Unity Party, if Boakai in the okay, let's leave the military. If Boakai taking part, they say Alexander Comey will be head of the Unity Party.
My brother, I shouldn't lie to you. I have no idea on that.
What I saw, right, is something, you know, it's something they're trying to discuss, and then, you know, trying to, they see where they group out, and then they lie to the Liberian people. I mean, when I watch
where Jeremiah Kun would be.
Did you answer your own question there? I know
they're not asking. They say in the corridor, then where will be Jeremiah Kun? You'll be vice president for the second time?
Who knows? Who knows what to do with Jeremiah?
Leo, when you hear it too?
No, frankly speaking, I care less what's happening with the United Party right now. I'm not hearing anything. I don't want to lie to you. I know Cummings is give and take. Hypothetically, if anything should give any Cummings any relevance, is him looking at CDC way. I don't see it happening for him on a United Party, but that's why I can stop.
But when you say?
No. Well, we reserve comment now for tomorrow because there's another meeting. So no comment. My family say I'm on soon talk. I'll be like bamboo. My family say I'm on soon.
Please, let's see. We can't talk right now. We got more Alina who exposing the judges now. We need
But anyways, I want to say thanks to all of our family, you know, on here. All of you who have been here and listening. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so very kindly for everything. I want to say thanks. Until we meet again, hopefully tomorrow. Have yourself a
but blessed day. That training topic, they say Liberia will be paying 5,000, crossing the road, gotta pay $5.
Tomorrow we'll talk that.
Prophet Key going to the Supreme Court.
But anyway, that is what it is. Thank you.
They will
go grab again. At least they will go pay for Prophet Key, so they will talk Prophet Key. So
they be costing for them.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.